Hi folks, I want to create this video as an update. I made an updated video which I'm probably going to take down because it was too long. So I'm going to make this video 5 minutes or less, and if I do not make it 5 minutes or less, I will delete the video and keep retaking it until it's 5 minutes or less. So let's get into it. So um, as some of you might have known, I have went up for a board in the United States Air Force National Guard. I went up for a board to commission into an LRO program because in the National Guard, you go up for board on each squadron individually. So I went up on the board and there was some drama that happened afterwards. I left the board and I texted one of my old commander that I have that wrote me a letter of recommendation saying that I think I blow their socks off during the interview, but hopefully this will carry me past the National Guard's tribalism. And I sent it to the wrong person. I sent it to my flight commander instead, who was on that board. So what happened was I sent it to the flight commander on the board telling them that they are tribal. So I got a phone call today of the day I record this video saying that I did not make that board, and I was told that that was not the main reason, even though I got a good talking to for telling my lieutenant that they're very tribal. Now, they have to say that it's not part of that or because it's politically correct. But now, does it have an impact on my board? Probably. I'm going to guess 95% sure that if I didn't send that text message, it would have probably helped my case a little bit easier to get selected for this board. Now, that being said, if I were to commission, if I were to go onto this board and I did not send that text, I'm still 88% sure that I would not make the board. But since I sent that text, the day that I found out that I sent that text, I was 95% sure that I was not gonna make it. So I did not make the board, even though they said that I'm very bright and I have a future in the commission corps. Now, it's been 7 years since I tried to commission in the United States Air Force, and I still could not commission. So I joined the Air Force. I wanted to do enlisted first, and it did not, and so I could relate to the troops that I have under me better. Now, I joined the enlisted corps, and some of people might understand my struggle that when you're in the enlisted corps, it's harder to commission into the officer corps when you're are enlisted because the pool that they have to pick from is a lot smaller, as in they have a higher standard versus people who they take in from the ROTC. The OTS pool for the deserving airman package is a very, very small pool. Now, that go into what Guard definitely have. Guard has a little bit of a tribalism in their nature. So it goes from Guard, Reserve, then Active Duty, which is the least tribal. Guard is a bit tribal, as in you have to be there for a long time proving yourself. Versus if you were in the Reserve or in the Active Duty, you don't really have to be in that base. Particularly your overall time in the United States Air Force is what matters more. But in the National Guard, they don't really care as much about your individual service in each component or other bases. So that being said, what are my future endeavor? Now, there are a few options. One, I could stay in the same base and try to see if I can commission an other opportunity. Now I need to get letter of recommendation and all these things again. Two, I could go and finish my law degree, my high in demand degree, and try to commission that way. Three, I could go to other branches like the Army, the Navy, the Coast Guard, or the other corps. Now, these three branches are the one that has good perspective. The Army, I would have to do the basic training again unless I do the direct commission program, which is very, very competitive, and you have to have a lot of years of experience to be able to be even considered for that. The Navy, I would have to do and then I'm trying to commission in the Reserve, so the Navy, They usually commission active duty before the reserve, but there's the new program where you could kind of do that. And then the Coast Guard, which is the most appealing, but I missed the board because it's in the beginning of June, and this is the late June as the day of recording. Thanks, guys. It's been 5 minutes, and thank you for holding with me. If you have any question, be sure to leave it down below. I'll be sure to answer it. And if you need help with the board, if you want to make some comment critique of me, be sure to leave it down below. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you, guys. Bye. And be sure to like and subscribe, by the way. I don't make a lot of money. I hope these kind of videos help some airmen or some prospective airmen choose to come into the Air Force.